We're gonna try this and see if I lose reception. Guess we will see. Doo, doo, doo. Ooh, skunky. Going on. So this is where the reception gets a little sketchy. Coming into the backside of the wildlife refuge. Risk. That's okay. Just need to get out. Out and about. Stop staying at home. truck is on my booty. Right up here on the left is the visitor center out in the wildlife refuge. It's not in the middle of the week most of the time. I mean, sometimes it is. We're going to go to the top of the mountain today. There's the Rangers headquarters right back over here. So no speeding out here at all. Talk about chilly. It's definitely chilly out here. Nobody behind me yet. There's a longhorn. Two of them. Prairie dog crossing. I'm just doing this to test to see how well it'll work out here. Oh man, those are going numb. I have my 360 camera on too. I wish I could like stream from that instead. It'd be a lot better view. I know everybody wants that front facing view, but I don't have the camera for that right now. I do have GoPro and stuff like that, but it's old, outdated. It doesn't have all the necessary stuff in order to be able to do what I need it to do. I bet that's another ranger up there. Buffalo. No, maybe not. Just random car. Take pictures. Yep. For the most part, the OWDC doesn't really mess with me. As long as you follow the rules and regulations out here, they're not really going to mess with you that bad. Which is the Oklahoma Wildlife Department of Conservation. Again, they are federal officers, so they don't play games. There's no alcohol allowed out here. Do not bring alcohol out here, especially if it's in a glass bottle, for sure. Should have worn my other gloves. My fingers are a little cold. It's okay. Sun's out. surprisingly, I'm sure that people's been on my videos and saw how to change the fuel pump and everything. I had to replace the fuel pump on this bike. I didn't want to spend over $150 on OEM. Some of them are like $300. I think I found one for 40 something dollars on eBay, which I bid on it. I actually bid like 35, and I think we settled on like 42 or something like that. Which the guy was really nice. He actually, as soon as it was delivered, reached out to me and ask me if I had any problems. Um, there's a buffalo on the side of the road, but I try not to rev when I go past these things because that's what startles them and makes them want to run across the street. But yeah, the fuel light on it was pinned into the wrong pin on the plug, and it was super easy to repin. I told him that's the only issue that I had, but then as soon as I fixed it, like it pretty much wanted to stop working, and my fuel light would come on all the time, even though I had like a full tank of gas, so I didn't know what was going on. All right, now we're going up Mount Scott. Take you to the top and take you off the mount, show you around, walk around a little bit. Sorry if you can't hear too well. I do have my Cardo mic that I'm using inside my helmet, but I know my exhaust is loud too because that's all I could basically hear without music on is my exhaust blaring. It's a lot of rocks. You can hike up this mountain Saturday and Sunday morning, I think until 11 or 12 o'clock. The entrance is closed down for hikers and bikers, so if you want to hike or bike up this mountain, you can without having to worry about getting ran over by a car. During the middle of the week, though, it's open sunrise to sunset. They do not play about sunset. They will literally sit at the gate and wait for you to come down. And yes, you do get a ticket, and it's not cheap. When it says be out of there by sunset, be out of there by sunset. How do I know? Past experiences. Not so much on the mountain because I was out hiking around, but any place that says open sunrise to sunset, yeah, they're not going to play about that stuff. I wish my phone was facing the other way so y'all could actually see Lake Letra and Lake Latonka, but I'll show you when we get to the top. It's only going to get colder. Man, my right hand is freezing to death. Knew I should have worn my other gloves. My other gloves suck at touching my phone, though. Like, I have to take it off every time I want to touch my phone. That's why I hate it. There went a walker, if anybody was wondering why I went over the line. I don't think I've ever walked up this mountain. Not saying that I couldn't, but I've never have. I was born and raised here, so 36 years and never been up here. Walking at least. Constantly drive, ride my bike. There's a big rock that's up here that looks like a jump. They're not going to be able to see it because it's on my right side, but I always tell people, I'm like, man, Red Bull should come here and do a jump off of it with like a dirt bike and have the parachute on the dirt bike and then parachute off of it. But again, it's a wildlife refuge. I highly doubt that it doesn't matter the amount of money that they're going to pay to do it. They're not going to let them do it. Welcome to the dark side. Oh, there's the jump. Well, it's not really a jump, but it looks like one. Oh, this feels great. Would be really nice to listen to some music, but since I'm using my Cardo microphone and Prism to stream, it won't let me because as soon as I hit start live, it turns my music off. Wonder how many people are actually up here. Probably not a lot because it's pretty cold. I say pretty cold. It's like in the 60s right now. But that's on ground level, so of course, the higher you go up, the colder it's going to get. Oh, my ears just popped. Fort Sill. Almost to the top. So I've actually recorded on my 360 camera coming up here. So from the bottom to the top at the speed limit mark, it takes about 7 minutes to get up this mountain. I say mountain. I've been to Colorado. I've been to Pikes Peak. This is nothing compared to Colorado. What's up? Oh, look, now my fuel light came on. Stupid cheap stuff. It is what it is. Leave the 360 camera going. A rear. Let's go see. Oh, these motorcycle boots are not good for hiking. I mean, they're comfortable. Don't get me wrong on that. People are probably looking at me like I'm crazy because I got a helmet on still. Big old rocks. So that little road right there is the road I actually took to come in. You can actually see. Well, no, you can't. The visitor center. It's way out there. That's where I passed by. There's one side of Lake Latonka. All the windmills way out there. Kind of hard to see. Oh, now you can see them. Wind farms. Oh, yeah. Anyways, yeah. Pretty cool. Lots of lakes up. Let's go over to the other side. There she is. I wish I could put my camera facing forward, but the way that it's set up, my phone mount holder has these stupid little brackets in the way, so can't do that. Flip it back around. Surprisingly, there's two people up here that I've counted so far. Oh, three. Three cars. Another view. The sky right now. There is people standing over on the platform that I want to go to. So once they get done, I'll go over there. I don't know if you can see. Well, probably not. Let's see if I can zoom in. Oh, yeah, we can. So, what is that? Crater Lake or Ash Lake? I don't remember which one. Anyways, that little building that you see right there. Little building right there. That's where the Holy City is. Last time I tried to go there, they were closed too in the middle of the week. I get it. Everything is going broke. Um, but they have the longest running Easter pageant, um, which is definitely something to experience. I remember back when I was a kid, they would actually let you bring your tents because it wouldn't end till like 1 in the morning because they can't start it till sunset. And so we would just bring our tents and camp on the side of the hill and wake up in the morning. Now, not so much. They don't like you to camp there. Okay, cool. Those people moved. Let's go walk over there and I'll show you a little bit more. Show you these lakes. Lake Letra, Lake Latonka, and Ellsworth that you can see all from the top of this mountain. Hopefully no one fucks with my 360. Oops, sorry. Messes. Messes with it. It is pretty cool when Fort Sill's out here doing their firing exercises, because you can see the impact area, all the dust and debris and all that. So, that lake right there is Lake Letra, which belongs to Fort Sill. So, I mean, you can get onto that lake from right here, from the wildlife refuge. There's a boat ramp right there. Um, but if you want to go to like the beach or they have any of the slides and concessions and mini boats to rent, paddle boats, all that fun stuff, kayaks, canoes, you actually have to go on Fort Sill. You have to get a visitor pass if you're not military, and you have to have a real ID. Pretty much from the back side of that lake all the way over where you see all those dirt roads and everything. That's all impact area where they shoot live rounds, blow everything up. They try to keep it with inside the mounds, hills, whatever you want to call them, just so it's not so loud to the surrounding area. Dang, you can actually see pretty freaking far today. That around there is Medicine Park. I've been down there. You can watch some of my videos that I've seen down there. All of those buildings, that's all Fort Sill right there. That all belongs to Fort Sill. Lawton's on the back side of that. Lake Latonka. Let's go down. Around for the simple fact that I have these boots on. And they're not very great for hiking. see one person fishing out on the lake. No one in Latonka fishing that I see of. There might be someone down there. These people are looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm walking around with my helmet on. Sweet. Okay. Anyways, there is a lot of parking up here. Um, handicap, which, I mean, that's not handicap accessible, but at least they can get out and look. I mean, they can't go up that step and take pictures and stuff like that, but they do accommodate the handicap. Really hope this live is still going. It says that it's still going, so I've yet to see anybody get into it, but what if? Let's rear. Put you right there. Lock it in. Tuck all that beard hair in. Sheesh, so many spider webs. There's a bunch of people doing donuts up here. Highly recommend not doing that. Ah, there we go. Everything was fogging up. I can pretty much just coast down in second gear and it'll keep me at about 25 miles an hour. I usually stay in third gear going down just so it keeps me at the speed I want to be at and I'm not flying down the hill. Because believe me, if you pull in the clutch, oh man, you're going to fly down this mountain. It's so beautiful out here today. You do have to watch out if you're on a motorcycle because, well, I say, you always got to watch out when you're on a motorcycle, but especially when if you're on this mountain, because people are trying to watch off the side of the mountain while they're driving up it and do not even pay attention that they're crossing over the double yellow line. So I've almost been hit a couple times coming up here. I think this lady's making good time. I saw her at the bottom when I was coming up. Oh no, never mind. Different lady. Whew. Bet that guy is not having fun walking on this side of the mountain. It is super cold over here in the shade. Be surprised at how much the sun warms you up. I'd say give it about 20 more days and you'll see everything. I mean, there are some trees out here already changing colors, but it doesn't really get like super cold, like into the 40s or 30s, till like the end of November, mid November, kind of. Oh, I just tightened my chain the other night on live, and my bike ride's so much better now that the chain's tight, so much more responsive. Well, tightened it, lubed it, all that good stuff, cleaned it. That's what I would be doing. I would be running down this sucker. It's gonna make you go downhill anyways. Might as well run. As long as your knees can withstand it. I was in the army so long. I mean, I can still run, but sheesh, it definitely don't feel good. Got to load up on some Aleve or Tylenol, something. Motrin 800 is my go-to. Oh, rough. So when I say OWDC is out here, those are all game warden. So, like, yes, you can fish. You cannot hunt out here because it's a wildlife refuge. They will not. I mean, they do have controlled hunts, but it's in a lottery, so you have to sign up and then be drawn for it. And then once you get drawn for it, then you buy your tag, which is for like an elk hunt or sometimes deer, I think, but most of the time it's just for an elk hunt, which of course everybody wants to get an elk. I know I would. And then you got dumb people like this that block half the road trying to stop and take pictures. Like, just wait till you get to the top. I mean, I know it's kind of a pull off, but when you got a big SUV, don't be blocking the road with leaving your doors wide open. So if anybody's been like commenting or chatting, stuff like that, I can't see that because my camera or my phone's at an angle. So, and the sun's hitting it, so it's like glaring off of it. I can kind of see what it's shooting, but can't read any comments, anything like that. Ah, there we go. Ears popped again. That's like almost at the very bottom when my ears pop, and almost when I'm at the very top, my ears pop. Probably should have brought some gum, but chewing gum while wearing this helmet and it pushing on my cheeks, nah, I don't want to chew my cheeks off. There's the game warden sitting at the bottom. Who knows? Maybe he's watching one of my lives. Which, like I said, I'm not doing anything illegal. I really promote safe riding and all that good stuff. Damn, this truck is on my booty. Ain't trying to get no tickets. Ain't trying to run from no cops. None of that bad stuff. Got some wind. I don't want to go too fast because then I'm just going to catch up to this car and then be stuck behind this car. This truck will still be on my booty riding it. Just wanted to get away from him because he was straight up on me. This is probably the funnest curve out here. It's like a huge S curve. Um, have I done it going fast? Yes. How fast? Can't say. It is one of those ones where you want to get your knee to the ground, though. It is most definitely fun. City Mountain! Well, at least that's what I call it. Love the colors of these mountains. I don't know why those rocks on that mountain look so different compared to all the other ones. It's like a orangish tangerine color versus everything else is like gray, dull, dingy. Let that car get off my booty. Them sit there. Look, they went all that way and then turned off. Get off this bad boy. Oh no, number 360. Maybe? No? Oh, no, it ran out of memory. No, that's okay. For now. Let's go check out the dam. Look, someone's out there. Metal shot. You can actually walk to that, not from this side of the lake, over by Ash Lake. You can walk up next to it. You can walk all the way up to it. You can't go inside of it. It used to be an old fire watch tower. So basically, that's what people would sit in and watch for fires in the wildlife refuge way back in the day. They put metal, big, like 1 inch thick or half-inch thick metal plates over the doors. That's on it. Like you can see those windows. They had those boarded up, but of course, people can decide to climb up the wall and get inside of it. Which, if you get caught doing that, you are. This is that mountain I was telling you about. Like, look at tangerine, orangish color versus like the dull grays, and I mean, of course, that's all a lot of grass, but the top of that is all rocks. The top of all that is rocks, but it looks nothing like this one. This one, like this one. Again, weak reception. Go back up to the top. So, that's Mount Scott. That's where we were just on top of. Mountain way over there. I have no idea when my 360 ran out of memory. I thought I cleared all the videos, but I guess not. A cyclist is hauling booty on a mission. Even though it's cool, breezy out here, I'm sure he's sweating his butt off a lot better. So that sometimes I can get it, sometimes I can't. I didn't get that one. I would never recommend coming like So I can either take the highway to get home or I can take the wildlife refuge to get home. I would never recommend coming out here at nighttime, especially on a motorcycle. I don't know how many deer and elk I've almost hit at night, and they just like dart out of nowhere. Locked up my brakes a few times now. The speed limit at night is only 35 miles an hour, and it is strictly enforced. Like, it is. I never saw a park ranger with a gray. That's pretty crazy. Definitely got to put my feet down. Heading home. Quick little fun morning ride. I say morning, it's like almost lunchtime now. But we came out here like at what, 9:50 ish or so. A little bit before 10. I need to go home, mow the grass anyways. My wife, when she rides with me, I'm like, hey, you have a cardo too. Put some music on. She has a cardo mainly so we can talk. I'm like, hey, put some music on. The music will quiet down once we start talking to each other. And she's like, I don't need no music. I'm like, what? She's like, I just like the sound of the bike. And I'm like, yeah, back there, yeah, that's all you can hear is the bike, because the exhaust is pointing right up at the passenger. But hey, each their own. I liked it for a while, but I prefer to have music. Again, music can also get you in trouble because then you get into the beat and you're not really paying attention to your speed and you'll just be flying. Cattle guard. The ones that have flat instead of the stupid round pipes. Oh, the round pipes drive me nuts. They're so rough. Oh, yeah. Chain feels way better. Then my bike starts screaming like I'm only doing like 67 right now, but it sounds like I'm going 100. Good thing I came this way earlier so I know that there's a skunk in the middle of the road. Hopefully these stupid birds get out of my way. Yeah. They're just wanting people to run the skunk over so they can keep eating on it. Nasty ass vultures. Get out of here.